Hi everyone, thank you for joining my channel. I'm going to show you today how to make the bag topper. I have a few cuts that I've already done, so I'm going to show you. And the bag topper I'm going to show you today is going to be free. It's going to be with the Cricut images that you could use, actually in the shape section. So let's begin. Cricut offers you a whole bunch of tools and features that you can make this bag topper. What I did here, it's very quick how I do this. So you use the square image and the circle image, you unclick the lock, and then you make the width of your bag topper. A lot of bag toppers are 4 1/4, 5 1/2, or whatever width you want to make it. This one, I'm gonna make a big one. I'm gonna make a 5 1/2 topper. I don't have a bigger one like this. And then I'm gonna leave it probably an inch and a half or 2 inches. I'll do an inch and 3/4. Now I have the circle. That's going to be the handle. So what I did was very easily just copy and paste and create two circles. Change the color of one circle so it's easy to see where they are. And what you do is you make that this is the handle. And what I did is I just put the circle inside each other like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want it to be centered actually. So you do probably want it to be perfect. But anyway, so you center it. And then what I do is I look at it, and that's going to be the handle, the black line. So I'm probably going to shrink it a little bit because I want to make the handle a little bit thicker because this is the width of the bag topper is bigger. So I'll do that again. And then I'll drag it and highlight everything and then center it. And then from here, this is my handle. And you're probably going to be, how can this be a handle? But watch this. Cricut has a great feature. So what you do is you highlight both of them and you go down to the bottom and press slice. Slice is going to cut the smaller circle within the bigger circle. And now you have this. So it's like, how neat. Well, this ends up being your handle on your bag. So what I do to adjust it to make it look more like a handle, I unlock it and I actually maneuver the circle so you could like stretch it as long as you want for the size of the handle. So I'm going to stretch it that way and I'm going to bring it down. And what you'll do here is just look at that. The top part is going to be the handle of your bag. So what I do, and I may lose some of you, so I'm going to try and do this very quickly. You want to make sure that this is perfectly symmetrical when you make your bag. So what I do is I actually highlight everything. And let me just move it more close to the screen here. I highlight everything and then I go to align. And with the alignment, I want to make sure that everything is centered. So I'm going to put, you could center horizontally and then you could center vertically. I'm going to center this vertically. So, or you could actually center it in the center. So both items are in the center. Actually do it that way, that's best. So make sure you have these two images and center them. Then what you could do is highlight only the circle, or you could highlight only the rectangle and start to move it down exactly where you want your handle. It is very important to do this because you're gonna make one side of the panel first and then you're gonna use that to duplicate it to make the back side of the panel. So this looks about right how I want my handle. Then what I'll do is I'll highlight both like that, and then I go down to the bottom and type and press weld. Weld will give you your bag topper, the front. So this is great, but what you need to do is now copy and paste an exact same replica of the bag topper. And this is what you do because you have to make sure everything is aligned perfectly. Highlight both of the bag toppers, and then from here, you once again, you want to center it so they're perfectly center. Then click off on the side and then click on top of the image. So now you've only selected one. So what you could do with your cursor, you could bring it up so you could see both, and then you could click on the second one. Make sure you don't switch it side to side. Just bring it up and down like this. It's very important. So on this bag topper, on the top one, you need to rotate it because you want to connect the two handles together. when you connect the two handles together. So it could like cover the bag topper. So what I do is on the first one, I select it like I am here, and then you rotate it. And you rotate it 180 degrees. So just type in 180 so it's perfect. Then what you do is you move it, you click on it and you move it down to where it's going to touch. And make sure it touches a little bit. You could do it like that so it overlaps a bit. But if you're worried about it, you could overlap it a lot. But I wouldn't do that. So just overlap it just slightly. So you could do that. And then once again, you cover both images and you press weld. So now weld has welded your two pieces together for your handle. Before you go ahead and cut, what I do is get rid of these circles. Now you have your bag topper and you could just run it through the machine like this. What I like to do is create a score line. So you go to your shapes. I just need one. Go to your shapes. And then from here, you rotate it 90 degrees and you move it over. What's interesting about this, to make sure you get it in the middle, is you just highlight both, align in the center, and your score line will align where it has to be. And then you highlight all of it again and press attached. And now you're good to go. So with this image is your bag topper and you could cut it. What I like to do though is take your square image again, unlock it, select a different color so you could see what you're doing. Use red. And then create just the panels on your bag on the topper, top and bottom. So when you cut it out, you could have both. And there you have it. That's how you make your bag topper. If you just cut this now, you could have a great bag topper. It's really easy when you use these features like the weld and attach and the slice. Cricut makes it so easy to do these types of projects. What I'll do is on my link, I'm going to link both bag toppers that the files for you. And I think one file you may need to pay for an image, but the other files are subscription or they come with your Cricut because they're just under the shapes on your design space. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.